Hello and welcome back to the channel. Today we are pausing for a gentle moment with one of Chester Zoo's newest arrivals, a tiny 1-month-old Bornean orangutan, held closely in the safety of his mother's arms. At this age, almost everything in the world is new. The baby stays tucked against the mother's chest, wrapped in the long reddish hair, moving only as she moves. You notice the small, careful shifts, a tiny hand gripping tightly, a soft blink, and little stretch of fingers that they still don't know the purpose of yet. Orangutans have one of the longest childhood of any animal on the planet, and here their journey is only just beginning. A 1-month-old is still incredibly dependent, spending nearly every moment in physical contact with their mother. They can't climb yet, they don't venture off on their own. The world is simply too big. Instead, every sound, every movement, every shape is experienced from the warmth and comfort of mum's embrace. You might see the baby lifting their head for a brief moment, eyes wide and dark, as if trying to understand their surrounding, then almost immediately settle back onto the mother's chest. These early days are all about bonding, security, and learning the feel of the world, the rhythm of breathing, the sway of mum's movement, the soft light filtering through the habitat. The mother stays incredibly calm, moving slowly and deliberately, aware of tiny life she's supporting. She protects, guides, and reassures without a sound. This bond lasts for years, but it begins right here, in this quiet, tender stage where touch means everything. Bornean orangutans are critically endangered, with their habitat loss posing their greatest threat. Seeing a newborn like this is a reminder how fragile, how precious their future is. Each birth carries so much hope, and Chester Zoo plays a vital role in safeguarding that hope through global conservation work. Watching this little one, even for a few moments, feels grounding. There's no rush, no noise, just a tiny heartbeat resting against its mother. Beginning of a life that will one day be climbing, exploring, and learning in the forest canopy. But for now, that's enough. A newborn, only just over a month old, held close safely and slowly discovering the world. Thank you for watching, and please consider liking, sharing, and subscribing to the channel. Thank you once again. Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. Chester Zoo is home to one of the most impressive elephant habitats in the UK, and spending a little time here always brings a sense of calm, scale and quiet appreciation. Whether it's slow rhythm of their movements or the way the herd interacts, there's something grounding about watching elephants simply going about their day. The zoo is well known for its long-term elephant conservation work. The herd here has become one of the most recognised and loved groups. They live in a spacious environment that's designed to reflect the needs of their family herd, with room to roam, graze and socialise. It's a place where you can appreciate these animals at your own pace, without feeling rushed, without needing to catch any particular moment. Just being here is its own experience. Elephants have a way of slowing everything down. Their movements are steady and deliberate. Their behaviour can be quietly captivating, even when they're simply wandering through the habitat. It's easy to get drawn into the small details, the way they use the trunks to test the air, the soft swaying of their ears, or gentle interactions between individuals. It creates a peaceful, reflective atmosphere that feels very different from the busy areas of the zoo. The habitat itself is thoughtfully designed, offering a mixture of open space, water features, shelter areas, and natural textures. It gives the elephants choice in how they move around and where they spend time. You'll often see them exploring different parts of the paddock, foraging, or interacting with elements such as logs, sand piles, or feeding structures. Everything contributes to a setting that encourages natural behaviour and supports their overall well-being. Chester Zoo focuses on Asian elephants, a species that faces serious challenges in the wild. Their numbers have been affected by habitat loss, conflict with humans, and other pressures that continue to impact populations across parts of Asia. The individuals here form part of the wider conservation and breeding programme that aim to protect the species for the long term. It's a reminder that zoos play an important part in understanding and preserving some of the world's most vulnerable animal groups. Elephants here form a family group, which is how elephants live naturally in the wild. They rely on relationships, social bonds that can last a lifetime. It's these family structures that guide their behaviour, from how they move together as a group to the way they communicate with each other. you might notice smaller behaviours that hint at these connections. A gentle trunk touch, a moment of reassurance, or individuals keeping close to one another as they move across the habitat. Elephants communicate in ways that we don't always notice. Some of their sounds are too low for humans to hear. Travelling through the ground as vibrations. They also rely on body language, subtle rumbles and touch. It means that a lot is happening between them, even when they appear to be quiet and calm. Spending time here creates a sense of stillness, but underneath that stillness is a rich social world that's constantly unfolding. The indoor area gives a different perspective, offering a closer look at the size and presence. Even though it's quiet, sheltered space, it seems connected to the outdoors. You might see individuals resting, feeding, or interacting more closely. It's a good opportunity to appreciate features you don't always notice at a distance. The texture of their skin, the precision of their trunks, and the calm strength they carry with them. Despite their impressive size, elephants can be surprisingly gentle in their movements. You'll see this in the way they handle small objects, pick up food, or interact with enrichment. Their trunks are incredibly versatile, part nose, part hand, part tool, capable of lifting heavy logs or picking up something as delicate as a single blade of grass. Watching them use their trunks is always a highlight, and it adds to the overall sense of appreciation and of how unique these animals are. The outdoor paddock is one of the most peaceful spots in Chester Zoo. It has a natural flow with a mixture of open views and sheltered edges. Depending on when the elephants choose to spend time, you might see them in the water or feeding points or exploring quieter sections of the habitat. Each visit feels slightly different, and that's the unpredictability, and that is part of its charm. Like many areas at the zoo, the space is designed to encourage exploration and natural behaviour. Large logs are placed around the paddock for pushing, rubbing or moving. Sand mounds allow the elephants to dust themselves, which is an important natural behaviour that helps them look after their skin. Water areas offer a chance to drink, cool off, or simply enjoy a quieter moment. Everything here is arranged with their well-being in mind, creating a habitat that supports the varied needs of a complex species. Chester Zoo's work with elephants goes beyond the habitat itself. The zoo supports conservation projects that helps wild elephants, working with communities and organisations across Asia. These projects focus on reducing conflict between elephants and people, improving habitats and supporting long-term survival. Seeing the elephants here is a reminder of the challenges that they face and the importance of conservation efforts around the world. Watching elephants can bring a sense of perspective. They carry a calm, steady presence, and spending time with them can feel grounding. It's an opportunity to slow down, appreciate the moment, and connect with nature in a simple, meaningful way. Whether they're close to the viewing area or exploring the far end of the paddock, they bring a quiet sense of beauty to this part of the zoo. Every visit offers something slightly different. Sometimes you'll see the herd gathered together, moving as a loose group. Other times individuals might spread out, each choosing their own area of the habitat. Young elephants bring energy and curiosity, exploring more actively and interacting with the world around them. The adults tend to be calmer and more deliberate, offering a sense of stability within the herd. The balance between activity and stillness is part of what makes this space so enjoyable. There can be playful moments, pushing, splashing, or interacting with enrichment, and there can be quiet moments where the elephants simply rest or graze. Both sides are valuable, and both reflect the rhythm of herd life. Standing here for a while, it's easy to understand why elephants hold such an important place in cultures around the world. Their intelligent social bonds and gentle strength make them a species that many people feel drawn to. Chester Zoo gives visitors a chance to appreciate these qualities up close without rushing or focusing on any particular event. As you continue through the zoo, the memory of the elephants often linger. The size, the stillness, the sense of connection with the herd. It's one of those highlights of any visit, and a reminder of the care, conservation and thought that goes into supporting these remarkable animals. And whether you come here once or many times, this part of Chester Zoo always feels special. The elephants bring a unique presence, and the habitat invites you to slow down and enjoy the moment. It's a space filled with calm, gentle movement and quiet appreciation for a species that has captured human imagination for generations. Thanks for watching. Please like and share and consider subscribing, as it will help the channel grow. Take care of yourselves, and I'll see you on the next one. Please enjoy the remaining footage. Hello everyone, and welcome back to the channel. There's something instantly calming about meeting a two-toed sloth. Here at Chester Zoo, these gentle, slow-moving animals live high among the branches in their warm, tropical habitat, creating one of the quietest and most relaxing scenes in the entire space. Two-toed sloths are part of a small group of mammals, especially adapted for life spent almost completely upside down. Their long, curved claws are perfect for hanging securely from branches, and they move slowly not because they're lazy, but because this slow pace saves huge amounts of energies. There are two species of two-toed sloth, the Linnaeus and the Hoffman sloth. Chester Zoo is home to the Linnaeus species, known for their shaggy fur and slightly lighter faces. In the wild, their fur even grows algae to help camouflage them among the branches, like a tiny ecosystem of their own. Sloths are mainly nocturnal, so during the day you'll often see them resting, stretching, or even slowly climbing from one branch to another. They can sleep about 15 hours a day, and even when they're awake, their movements remain slow and deliberate. This helps conserve energy and keeps their body temperature steady. Their diet includes leaves, fruits, and blossoms. Two-toed sloths have a highly specialised stomach that breaks down tough plant material very slowly. Another reason they don't need to move quickly or burn too much energy. Here at Chester Zoo, the warm, humid sloth habitat gives them plenty of climbing space and natural ropes to explore. Spotting a sloth is always a moment of patience. Sometimes they're tucked in a cosy nook, and other times you'll see them gently moving along the ropes and branches above your head. Two-toed sloth live in the forests of Central and South America, areas affected by deforestation and habitat loss. By caring for them here, Chester Zoo helps support wider conservation work that protects these forests and many species that depend upon them. Watching a two-toed sloth is always a reminder to slow down and notice the quieter movements. Their steady, peaceful presence gives a small glimpse into the calm rhythm of life in a rainforest canopy. Thanks for watching. Please like, share and subscribe, and please do consider subscribing to the channel as it helps the channel grow. Take care of yourselves, and I'll see you on the next one. Please enjoy the remaining footage. Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. Meet Berry, Chester Zoo's beautiful young snow leopard cub. Born here at the zoo, she represents not only a moment of pure joy, but also a meaningful step in the global effort to protect one of the world's rarest big cats. In today's videos we will take a quiet, calming look at her early days, a world filled with tiny paws, snowy rosettes and gentle curiosity that makes snow leopards so special. Even though she's still very young, Berry already carries an unmistakable snow leopard elegance. Her coat has that soft smoky grey colour with those cloud-like spots that help her species blend seamlessly into the Rocky Mountains of Central Asia. Her long fluffy tail, almost as long as her body, will one day help her balance on the steep cliffs, but for now it mostly follows her behind her like a playful banner as she explores. Every new sound, every shadow, every colourful leaf catches her attention. Watching her discover the world is a lovely way to remind us how curious young animals can be. Berry is full of energy, as all snow leopard cubs are. You'll often see her practicing tiny versions of adult behaviours, quick little pounces, sudden bursts of speed, those clumsy but determined leaps that usually end in her sliding to a stop or tumbling down. These playful moments are more than just adorable, they're vital. Every spring, jump and stumble helps her build muscle strength, balance and coordination she'll need as she grows. Sometimes she hides behind the rocks and peers out, with just her eyes showing, practicing the art of staying unseen. Other times she stalks things, leaves falling, or even her own tail, with the same seriousness as a full-grown leopard would use in the wild. Everything is new, everything is fascinating, everything is worth exploring. One of the loveliest things is to watch the bond between Berry and her mum. Snow leopard mothers are incredibly attentive, and mum is never too far away, guiding her, keeping her safe, and allowing her the perfect mix of independence and reassurance. There are moments when Berry copies her mum's movements exactly, following her paw steps along the path, climbing the same rocks, or mirroring her posture as she settles down for a rest. And then there are the softer moments when Berry curls herself into her mum's side for warmth, or rests her tiny head against her thick protective fur. These small interactions are at the heart of a young snow leopard's life, teaching her everything she knows as she grows up. Snow leopards remain vulnerable in the wild. Only a few thousand are thought to survive across the huge area of mountain habitat. Cubs like Berry are part of the international breeding programme that help protect the species and maintain a healthy population. Chester Zoo plays an important role in that effort. Every birth, especially of a female cub, strengthens the long-term future of snow leopards in a conservation care. Watching Berry isn't just a beautiful moment, it's a glimpse into the work happening globally to save this iconic species. As Berry grows older, her confidence will too grow. You might see her becoming more sure-footed in her climbing structures, moving with that slow, graceful power the adult snow leopards are known for. Her tail will help her balance, her muscles will strengthen, and her instincts will sharpen, but for now she's still a cub, playful, curious, and learning every small adventure. These early months are precious, and watching her explore the world for the first time is an absolute privilege. Berry's journey is just beginning. It's wonderful to share these gentle moments as she grows. From her soft rosette to her adventurous spirit, she is a beautiful ambassador for her species and a reminder why conservation matters. Thank you for me joining me on this quick look at Berry, Chester Zoo's young snow leopard cub. If you enjoy calm wildlife moments like this, feel free to join me again as we continue exploring the natural world, one peaceful step at a time. Once again, thank you for watching. Please like, share and consider subscribing as it will help the channel grow. Take care of yourselves and I'll see you on the next one. Please enjoy the remaining footage.
Yeah. Yeah.
She's lying on Mum's rock now.
Where's the dad? Michelle! Michelle!
You're alright.
Yeah.
No, you're right.
Hello everyone, as you make your way into the giraffes in the heart of Africa habitat at Chester Zoo, the first thing you notice is the height and the elegance of these incredible animals. From a distance, they seem to rise gently above the landscape, moving in a calm, unhurried grace. Standing here watching them feels like stepping briefly into the rhythm of an African savanna. Chester Zoo's giraffe habitat is bright, open and spacious, designed to give these tall giants room to roam and explore. The sandy ground, warm earth tones and feeding trees create a peaceful setting that echoes the vast grasslands where giraffes would naturally be found. Here there are northern giraffes, more specifically Nubian species, which many people still recognise by their older name, Rothschild giraffes. Although the name Rothschild is still commonly used, modern giraffe science now groups these animals with the northern giraffe species. Their markings are distinctive: large, lighter coloured patches and creamy lines between them, and those familiar tufted ossicones, the horn-like bumps on their heads. Each giraffe has a completely unique coat pattern, like a fingerprint, making every individual instantly recognisable. If you spend a moment at the feeding platform, you'll see how they deliberately use their long, flexible tongues, sometimes up to 45 centimetres, to pull leaves from their browse and branches. Their movements are slow and deliberate, yet surprisingly precise for their size. Somehow two giraffes will browse together, gently nudging or mirroring each other's movements. Other times one simply stands quietly, chewing contentedly, while gazing across the habitat. It's an unexpectedly calming sight. Watching giraffes walk is always fascinating. Their stride is slow, sweeping, and beautifully coordinated. Even something as simple as bending to drink becomes a small performance. Legs stretched wide apart, necks lowered with care. It's a reminder how perfectly adapted they are for height, even if some movements look a little awkward from the outside. Chester Zoo is deeply involved in protecting the northern giraffe. In the wild, their numbers have fallen sharply due to habitat loss and conflict with humans. By caring for a healthy, genetically managed herd, the zoo forms part of a global safety net for the species. Their work also supports conservation across Africa, helping protect the remaining wild giraffes from the landscape that they depend upon. Every calf born here is more than a delight for visitors. It's another step in securing the future for this endangered species. If you look closely, you'll spot small details that are easy to miss. Their long eyelashes that shield their eyes from dust, their slow rhythmic chewing as they digest their food, the soft sound of their hooves on the ground. You might even hear a low snort or a quiet rustle as they interact with one another. There's something special about spending time with these gentle giants amid the busy walkways of the zoo. This habitat feels tranquil, a moment of stillness where the world seems to move a little slow. The giraffes of Chester Zoo offer a peaceful reminder of the beauty of the African savannah and the importance of protecting the wildlife that calls it home. As you leave, it's worth taking one last look. There's often the giraffe standing tall and quietly watching the world, and that's a simple moment that stays with you long after you've gone. Thanks for watching, and consider sharing and consider subscribing, as it will help the channel grow. Take care of yourselves, and I'll see you on the next one. Please enjoy the remaining footage.